Hey there, folks. Welcome to the Stu's Game Reviews live stream. I once again am excited to have with me today my good friend and frequent collaborator, the Gamer's Grotto. How are you doing, my friend?
Not bad. How about you?
I'm doing just peachy. We already have somebody here in the chat. It is, guess who it is? Did you see?
I saw. Yeah, I think I saw. Um,
You
yeah.
sound so thrilled. It's Cyberpunk Fan 19, who is on your channel, and he followed us here to my channel. So that's dedication for you.
There you go. See, I'm not just a pretty face.
Yeah, unfortunately, he didn't have a good day at school today. I don't know. He said he's 19, but like the story here sounds more like elementary school or high school. But what do I know? Maybe he's like just 19 for buying alcohol, and he's some other age. Actually, in Canada, you have to be 18 or 21 to get alcohol.
I think it's 18.
18, okay. Here in the United
Yeah.
States, it's 21.
So I gotta tell you something. I open up my my Discord, my phone today, and there's an article from. This is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. This is from Shatner. And he
Huh?
says that the Prime Minister of Canada should the Prime Minister of Canada should offer to make the U.S. the 11th province of Canada.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, what a great idea, right? Like we're already having issues as it is.
No, I think the U.S. should become a
Well,
territory, not even a
yeah,
province.
I don't see a problem with it. I think the U.S. should be the 11th state, the 11th province of Canada.
No, a territory.
Then we don't have any
It should
problems.
be like the Southern
No more
Territory
tariffs.
or something like
No
that.
more tariffs. No more tariffs anywhere.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of free healthcare for
Hey,
Americans
listen, if you guys will install like
and a
Tim Hortons,
lifetime of Shatner.
if you guys will install
Huh?
Tim Hortons throughout the country, I'll take it. That works for me.
Salt from Horton throughout the country is mad. Yeah.
Well, anyway, we are here today. So yesterday we streamed Mystery House, the first graphic adventure game. And if you missed that, you definitely should go back and view the replay. But unfortunately, the Gamer's Grotto was upset because he didn't have that much to read. There was not that much text. It was just sort of like
No, it was
open
just, it was
door,
just, I was,
and it's like you see a door, like look door.
yeah.
I don't know how to look at a door. Open door, like that's not the right door, like whatever it is. We did it. There wasn't a lot of text, so I found some cool stuff here. There's a project called Mystery House. What's it called again? Mystery House Taken Over, and it's a bunch of different games that were in 2005. A bunch of interactive fiction authors basically did a bunch of remakes of Mystery House. And so we're going to play a couple of them today. I only looked at a couple of them. The first one's really just like a joke game, so it's not really much of a game. And the second one, it doesn't have graphics, it's all text, actually. So we'll see that. And I'm very excited to hear you narrate this and hear your reaction to it. But this first game is called Mystery House Makeover, and it's by this guy, Adam Cadre. I'm not sure you pronounce his name. It's C-A... Maybe it's Kate. It could be Cater. Cadre. I once knew a guy named Cater, but it was Cader. This is Cadre. It's also Cater. He is he's actually a great writer of like text games that are funny and like witty, and hopefully he'll play some of his games on the channel at some point. But this is the thing we put together here for Mystery House Remake. It's called Mystery House Makeover, and you see here it's the same art style of the original game, and the text is a little bit different. And as we get into it, you can react to it and let me know what you think.
A little bit different in the sense that it has text.
It's a little bit different. In
The other one did not. The other one had instructions, and that's it.
Well, Cyberpunk Fan 19 says you got to be 19 to drink in Canada, apparently.
Is it 19? Oh, I always thought it was 18.
That's what I think you said.
What do I
I'm
know?
not sure. Yeah. Anywho, so just before we get started, if you're watching this after the fact, make sure that you like this video, you comment, you subscribe to the channel so you can see future stuff like this, and also check out the Gamers Grotto's channel. Make sure you subscribe to that too. And without further ado, we will get started and jump right in. So why don't you go for it, my friend?
All right. Welcome back to Mystery House Makeover. In our next segment, grocer Phil Schlumpfler is about to return home from a long day at work. Little does he suspect that our trio of interior decorators has paid his house a visit while he was away. Let's watch the fun as he returns.
So I think this is supposed to be a takeoff of like Queer Eye for the Street Guy.
Sounds already very odd.
All right, so I'm gonna
I wonder what Roberta Williams thinks of this one.
She probably has never seen it, is my guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
we should play. If you have her on your channel, we should play it for her.
Maybe we should. So if you try to like do anything like go steps, it doesn't. It just please pick a direction. You can only go like what it says.
Up. Yeah. Okay, let's see a clip from what the front porch looked like before our heroes arrived. What? Who's that? Who's Lance?
I think he's one of the fake Queer Eye guys. I think.
Oh. Answer. Boring. Now that's more like it. We wanted something a little spunky, a little funky. Chili Peppers say, "Welcome to the House of Fun." What the hell?
I think Phil is the guy who owns the house. All right, so let's go in south.
So far, there's really no context here at all. Oh, get the crew out of there! Who forgot to clear out the crew? Somebody's fired. Oh no, that wasn't the. That wasn't the.
That wasn't the
narrator,
host. That was the director.
So okay, so the director is a different person.
I guess.
I'm so confused.
That's fine. Don't worry. Just do Phil.
What are you all doing in my goddamn house? A tense moment as our crew flees for the exit. Now, Trent, you're our art expert. What's that on the wall? Well, I've always thought that the walls of a home should reflect... Oh, here's one better. Well, I've always thought that the walls of a home should reflect the personality of the owner. Phil's walls were looking kind of bare, so I thought, what would be a good print to capture the essence of Phil Schlumpfler? And dogs playing poker was the obvious answer. As it is for so many questions in this life.
Cyberpunk fan wants to know what I'm drinking. I'm drinking Diet Coke. No, Diet Pepsi. All right, let's go west.
And then later on, when he's done with this game, he'll be drinking something a lot harder.
Maybe.
Yeah. Phil's going into the kitchen. Now it's Lance's time to shine and look at what this place looked like before I got there. I know you can't tell on our cameras, but let me just tell the viewers out there, this is all harvest gold and avocado. Save me. See, the problem is there's no context behind any of these characters, so I keep getting confused who's who.
Trent was the guy you did with the effeminate voice before.
Okay. Sounds like he really put the kitch into kitchen. Oh, you're bad. And here's the after photo. That's stainless steel, my friend, with ice maker. Now, Phil can store his leftover meatloaf in style. Think he'll get the hint and replace these other appliances? We can only pray.
Alright, let's go back east. Let's go.
I don't even what am I reading? I don't understand.
I don't know. I told you
it's
like a Queer Eye parody, I think. I think it's just
weird.
funny.
Yeah. Here's what the library used to look like. And here's what it looks like now. Do you really think pink is Phil's color? Isn't it everybody's? The scary thing is that I looked at the books on his shelf. They're all from the Left Behind series. Left Behind.
Creepy. He said creepy.
Oh, creepy. Okay.
All right, let's go south.
Once again, you'll remember that this is what the dining room looked like before we arrived. I've been trying to forget. And here's the new look. That's a Verona classic candle set from one of our sponsors, Candelabra Cabadabra.
Cadabra.
What Cadabra? Candelabra Cadabra. It really ties the room together. I see you didn't do anything about the cobwebs. I'm not the maid, honey.
Let's go up. There's only one room upstairs.
Upstairs. The bedroom. Poor Phil has been sleeping on a bare mattress on the floor. So sad. But no longer, I see. Nothing improves your quality of life like a waterbed. I see you supply 2 pillows. Is there a myth, Schlumpfler? Why? Are you volunteering? Well, for once I'm speechless.
Alright, and that's basically the game. And you can leave.
What? What was... I don't know what
it says there.
the hell I just watched and saw. That was
finish reading it.
something.
Read the last thing here.
Oh, there's still more? Okay. Looks like Phil's leaving, possibly to contact the authorities. Tune in next time for another exciting episode of Mystery House Makeover.
Isn't that crazy?
That's not the word I'd use.
What would you use?
That's definitely not the word I'd use.
Well, what would you use?
Starts with S, ends in Y.
Shitty?
Yeah.
I
don't know what
insane.
the hell that was, but that was kind of weird.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
I don't even understand. It wasn't really much of a game. It was
No, it's just a joke. I think it's funny though that like they took this thing and they basically like they sort of desecrated it. Honestly, that's really what they did. Is they pissed on the game,
Yeah.
But it's still funny.
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's funny.
Let me load the other thing up, which is more substantial than this one. There's much more reading involved too. But I have to reshare it for you.
When we have on Roberta, I'll even do the narration for it for you. Welcome to William Shatner's makeover session of the Mystery House.
I think Roberta's permanently not going to come to the channel.
Well, you've had Al, so probably not. No, I'm just joking.
Hold on a second. Let me just share it to you so you can see it properly. Close the other thing's already closed.
Just give me a second. I'm not at my monitor at the moment. I'm just in the kitchen pouring a cup of tea.
I see.
Right,
have I played Baldus Basics? What's Baldus Basics? Never heard of that.
I'm not seeing anything on my end here. It's just the blue logo.
Oh, hold on a sec. Do you see it now?
Nope. It's weird because I was seeing the screen
still don't see it?
before. No. When you were sharing the screen before, I saw everything, but now I'm not seeing a damn thing. It's just a Discord
Do you
logo.
see it now?
Nope.
Try exiting the chat and coming back. Well, I'll try to de-share it and then reshare it.
Okay. Nope, same thing.
Try exiting.
That's so fucking weird.
Try exiting the call and then reconnecting. Sometimes that fixes it.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. While we're waiting for the Gamer's Grotto to come back, I'm going to do my patented juggling routine. You ready? I'm going to juggle this thing of Diet Coke.
There we go. Got it. All right.
Oh, you got... Oh, never mind. Okay, sorry. The juggling routine, you'll have to wait for some other time. Alright, so... Where were we? Alright, so this is called... They changed it. It's called Where There's a Will by Dan Shiovitz. And what this is they made... It's just text, but they tried to basically take the essence of Mystery House and blow it up and make it more substantial.
Ooh.
And actually put some motivations behind the characters and stuff like that. So I have not played this. I just tried it for like a few seconds. I don't know like really what happens. But go for it, man.
You want me to read from the very top or
Yeah,
just
the
from
top.
the
Top.
Okay. All right, the Mystery House. Well, it's really your Uncle Oscar's house,
I
but
feel like
he
that's gonna be super
really,
annoying. No, you gotta pick another voice.
but he always called it his Mystery House.
There's going to be a lot of actual like character voices. I think for the narrator, or the main character, you should use a normal voice. Otherwise, it's gonna be like.
Well, no, he said "all right," so I figured it was like
Yeah, it's
a.
true. All right. I don't. Yeah, that's a good point. Whatever. Okay, do whatever you want.
And the screen just ended just like that. What is going on with Discord?
What happened? It's not there anymore.
No,
I literally didn't
keeps
touch
on.
anything.
It keeps on going off. I got it back on again. I don't know what's going on with
All right.
Discord.
Well,
It
I'm not
pissed me
touching
off.
anything. I'm sorry.
So you want me to use my normal
No,
voice
use whatever
then?
voice you want. I apologize for interfering with your creativity.
You should be. No.
Go for it,
Alright,
man.
the Mystery House. Well, it's really your Uncle Oscar's house, but he always called it his Mystery House. Heck, he even called it that in his will. And I'll leave my entire estate to whichever of my surviving nephews, nieces, and cousins is able to successfully locate the priceless diamond necklace I have concealed somewhere within my Mystery House. Each is to be given one day to search the house for the necklace, with order determined by random drawing. Anyone who leaves the grounds on the day of the search is to be immediately disqualified. Anyway, you got chosen to go first. You couldn't get anyone to cover your paper route on Monday. And then on Tuesday, you spent the day mowing Miss Wilkins' yard because you felt guilty about throwing a newspaper through her window. But here it is, Wednesday, and you're ready to kick cracking.
Sounds like a kid.
Who does?
I'm saying the main character because he's a paper route.
Oh. Front yard. The path that you came in on stretches up to the northeast, along with the lawn. To the west is the start of the big forest, and to the south is the front porch.
I was just thinking funny. I tried to go to the west. Look what it says.
Uncle Oscar's will said the jewels were in the house, not in the forest. Besides, every time you go into the forest, you get lost for a while and have to make a map to get out. And that's always a pain if you aren't carrying enough stuff.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, because that's exactly what you did last night.
Exactly. All right, so let's go into the house.
The wooden overhang of the porch is handy for keeping the rain off, and in the summer you can sit out here on the rocker, which seems to have disappeared, and drink root beer. Steps to the northeast lead down to the yard, and the door opens to the south. Huh. The door's already unlocked. That's weird. The entry hall is kind of cramped. The more so since it is full of people. Stairs lead up to the second floor, and the hall itself leads south from the front door to the dining room, and east and west to the library and kitchen. Tom, Sam, Sally, Dr. Green, Joe, Bill, and Daisy are here, clustered in small groups and chatting. I cannot believe he's the one who gets shot. Who gets first shot at it? What about me? I've got rights too, you know. Oh, that's a girl.
That was funny.
Even realize. Okay. Sally, let's see. I cannot believe he's the one who gets first shot at it. What about me? I've got rights too, you know, Sally says angrily. Calm down, Sal, Sam says. I've got this under control. There's no way he'll find the stuff in time. And even if he does, we'll just have to... He stops abruptly. Oh, hi, Norman, he says loudly. Where are we
Down
here?
to the middle there.
Yeah, okay.
After him.
Gosh, it's good to see you, Norman, Tom says, wheezing. And there you are. Bill chuckles, grabbing your hand and shaking it vigorously. I believe... Oh, no, okay. That was the doctor. Jesus Christ. I believe I speak for all of us when I say how pleased, and dare I say it, delighted we are to have heard of your good fortune with the inheritance from your uncle, Dr. Green says. Don't you think you're overdoing it, Frank? Daisy murmurs from her position behind the doctor. You look around the hall, seeing 7 hearty smiles showing lots of teeth. Gee, guys, it's awfully good to see all of you, but what are you doing here? Joe coughs dryly. Window was ajar, and we, found our way inside to Wait for you. You were waiting for me? Tom steps up and slaps you briskly on the back. Of course, Norman. Why, when we saw that you got picked to search first, we knew immediately that we should come out here and help you search, right, guys? Absolutely. Wouldn't have missed it. Certainly, it seemed like a wise course. You take a deep breath. Man, you can't believe it. Oscar. Oh, no, I'm the narrator. Yeah, let's do it the narrator's voice. I keep forgetting. You take a deep breath, man. Man, you can't believe it. All of Uncle Oscar's other nieces and nephews and cousins coming out just to help you search. Nobody besides Daisy came around to the house much, so you never really knew any of them. Well, still, you saw them all at the reading of the will, and, gosh, even then they struck you as trustworthy sorts. Well, you say, let's find those jewels. Joe clears his throat. Perhaps we should split up to help us search faster and attend to anything else that comes to mind. My thoughts exactly, Joe, Bill says, clapping him on the shoulder and giving a slight shove as he turns and gestures to the others, and within moments, you're left alone in the hallway.
I'll save the game. Let's call it Stew. Okay. I don't remember where the candle was or anything like that. I don't know if it's the same game even. So
wait. So have you not played it yet?
No, just played.
Okay.
I played like a little bit. Like that's not very far into it. So let's go. Let's go west.
Uncle Oscar's kitchen is fairly simple. Some cupboards, a fridge, an oven, a counter with a sink built in. It didn't actually get used all that much. He always griped about Daisy's cooking. You never saw anything wrong with it, but then again, you've always been a fan of peanut butter sandwiches. Back door to the kitchen opens into the forest to the west. To the east, the doorway leads into the entry hall. Dr. Green is here, bending over the sink and muttering to himself. Startled by your entrance, Dr. Green leaps into the air and drops something into the sink with a clatter. How are you doing, my dear boy? He inquires. Find those jewels yet? I'm afraid not, Dr. Green, you say downcast. Well, buck up. They must be around here somewhere. Did you try the cupboards?
Have you played FNAF? No, Cyberpunk Fan 19. I've not played Five Nights at Freddy's. It's too scary for me. Have you played that, Gamers Grotto?
I have a few of them.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
So I haven't streamed. There's a new one that recently came out. It's in a side scroller adventure game retro style, like all pixelated art. It's really good, and that's one I just don't like on my channel.
The whole premise of that game just feels really stupid to me. It's like you're going to this place where like you're gonna get killed basically, and like.
So the new one is not like that. So the new one that they came out with to add a new fresh style to it is you're a kid who gets dropped off at a pizza parlor, and when he goes he finds a ball pit in the staff room of the pizza parlor. He's looking around in the pizza parlor, finds in the staff room an old abandoned ball pit. And when he jumps into it, he gets teleported back in time to Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria just before all the animatronics go crazy. It's a really good event. It's an adventure game. You have an inventory system, everything. I'm planning on streaming. I'm planning on streaming it on my channel at some point. But in the sink is a long steak knife.
So the other game was a butter knife. In this game, it's a steak knife. Also, like Dr. Green was not in here. Like it looks like he was trying to take the knife. So get knife.
Dr. Green wipes his brow as you pick up the knife. Oh, there's a knife. There's that knife. I was looking all over for it. Can't have my steak later without it.
Like he wanted to kill me or something? Let's see if I stab him. Let's see. Kill Green.
You reach out to take Dr. Green's arm for a moment, but trip and stumbling forward, headbutt him in the subject.
The subject?
Norman, he says when he's recovered his breath. Dude, try and be more careful.
I don't know, for some reason you can't.
It's the same thing.
You,
Same
you
thing.
stip,
Yeah.
though, yeah. You trip to let you do it. Alright, I'm just going to restore because I don't want to waste my time. Alright, so what else do I want to do in this room? Counter, the sink, a fridge, an oven. So let's open the back door opens to the west, right? So open fridge.
Nobody's gotten around to clean out the fridge yet, so it's still full of jars of peanut butter and cartons of milk, plus a large zucchini. Something in the back catches your eye, though. That big jug would be a perfect place to hide the necklace. You kneel down and start rummaging around in the fridge, moving stuff out of the way to get at the jug. You're so intent on what you're doing that you barely notice the footstep behind you, so that when you turn around with the jug, you're surprised to see Dr. Green standing right there. How would he... Dr. Green's been in the kitchen the entire time. Why is it so surprising that he's behind us now?
Well, I think he's like standing right behind us. He's not like
His
standing there.
clenching hands suddenly shoot out towards you, grabbing at the neck of the jug, which slips from your hands and shatters on the floor. Oh, he says, I didn't realize you were, you saw. I'm afraid there wasn't anything in this jug at all. I don't even know why an empty jug was in the fridge in the first place. Dr. Green takes a deep breath. Well, there's always the cupboards. The cupboards? You never know where your Uncle Oscar hid those jewels. Why don't you reach up and check them out? Good idea.
If we didn't take the knife, would he have stabbed us? I feel like I want to go back and see.
Probably.
Like, open cupboard.
Uncle Oscar has some pretty nice china in here. A string trails out from the interior of the cupboards, mounted just above your head. You wonder what it's connected to.
It's like a trap you played for me, like pull string.
The string runs back into the cupboard among the dishes, but you can't see what it's connected to. Oh, there's only one way to find out. You give the string a good yank, nothing happens, it seems to be stuck. No luck? Dr. Green says heartily. Maybe you should pull it harder. That's a good idea, you say. Doing it, but it still won't budge. You tug it another time or two, and then let it drop. Dr. Green taps his foot impatiently as you pull on the string. Finally, he grabs it from your hand. No, look, watch me, he says. Just take it and give one brisk pull. Gosh, Dr. Green, you say? It's lucky you aren't too badly hurt. It's too bad about all those dishes, though.
He was trying to kill me, but
He prods himself gingerly, then slowly stands up, brushing off bits of porcelain. Yes, Norman, it is too bad, very much so. Dr. Green staggers out of the kitchen, muttering something about heading to the dining room for a drink.
I'm gonna go back and see if I do that cupboard thing first, if he gets out of the room. And this way, I don't have, he's not there to break the jug.
Oh, it's the same thing as...
Oh, but now he doesn't leave. Now he says open the fridge. Why don't you lead over and take a look inside?
Hang on here. Oh, there's always the fridge. Okay. He prods himself gingerly, then slowly stands up, brushing up bits of porcelain. Yes, Norman, is too bad, very much so. Dr. Green takes a deep breath. Well, there's always the fridge. The fridge? You never know where your Uncle Oscar hid those jewels. Would you lean over and take a look inside?
I'm afraid. The thing is, I thought, wait, we need the picture. No, we need the picture.
Good idea.
Wait, we did this already. Get zucchini.
You kneel down and start rummaging about in the fridge, moving stuff out of the way to get at the jug. You're so intent on what you're doing that you barely notice a footstep behind you.
I guess you can't. There's no way to avoid breaking the jug. Alright, that's stupid. I thought you could... Because in the regular game, we needed the jug to pour out that fire, if you remember. So hopefully we don't need it here. We'll see in a second, I don't know. Alright, let's keep playing. Let's look around again. Bits of shattered porcelain are scattered on the floor. Get porcelain. Can we move the cupboard like in the other game? You're unable to. Are you not reading anymore? There's nothing worth reading.
No, I mean, if there's anything descriptive to read, this
Right.
stuff is
What?
the entry.
You see what it
What?
says?
That's stupid. So what's the point of even taking it to begin with?
Maybe he kills you if you don't? I don't know. That's weird. Alright.
The entry hole is kind of cramped, even with everyone else gone. Stairs lead up to the second floor, and the hall itself leads south. From the front door to the dining room, and east and west to the library and kitchen.
Well, let's go east.
Uncle Oscar's library is small, but the shelves have a good selection of mystery novels, and a table in the center of the room is nice to sit out and read them. On the table is a pack of matches. You give the library a careful going over, but there's no sign of the necklace.
Get matches. Okay.
Egan.
Can I go south? Oh, you can. So this door's not locked in this version.
Right. Oh, excuse me. The dining room is built to accommodate a large, big enough a table big enough to handle 12 people. Although you can't remember a time when Uncle Oscar actually had that many guests over. Usually when you're eating here it was just you and him, calling Daisy every 5 minutes to get her to pass the salt down to the other end of the table. After dinner you usually head out through the south door and stroll around the backyard a bit. Dr. Green is here, sitting at the table with a bottle and 2 glasses. On the dining room table is a candelabra. He hastily downs his drink as he sees you come in and stands up a little unsteadily to take your hand. Ah, Norman, my boy, just who I wanted to see. Find those jewels yet? I'm afraid not, Dr. Green. You say sadly. You'll shake your head. I've looked all over. I'm sure you'll find them. In the meantime, how about a drink? Some very nice gin here. Well, I guess 1 glass couldn't hurt, you say? That's the spirit, he chuckles. Spirit, eh? Get it? Never mind. Dr. Green pulls out the drinks and then pauses a little, and then pauses more.
A moment.
And then pauses a moment. Norman, would you oblige me by going and finding some matches for this candelabra? It's a trifle dark in here. You bet, you say. You give the dining room a careful going over, but there's no sign of the necklace.
Can I take it? Get candelabra. That's funny.
That's really too bulky to carry around. Besides, it's not like the house is going to suddenly get dark.
That's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, it's making fun of the original game.
Right. Oh.
You don't need to light a match first. Just light the thing directly. Dr. Green looks pointedly at the candelabra, then at you. You fumble through your pockets for a few moments, finally locating the matches and carefully lighting the candles. Meanwhile, Dr. Green gives your drink an extra stir or two and sets the gently fizzing glass on the table. Well, here it is. Drink up.
He likes to kill me.
Well, you thought he was going to kill you before and he never did.
Oh, whoops.
You reach out for the glass but accidentally knock it over backwards, spilling the drink onto the floor and soaking the front of Dr. Green's shirt. Watch it, he barks. Oh no, you say, I'm so sorry. Here, let me... Unfortunately, then, your flailing hand knocks the candelabra over as well. And this so startles Dr. Green that he drops a bottle of gin which hits the floor and sprays all over. Dr. Green yells in surprise as his shirt suddenly bursts into flame and he charges out for the back door, banging into it several times. Eventually, he pulls a key from his pocket and stumbles out into the backyard. You cough as the room fills with smoke. So basically, your character is an asshole.
Well, I think he's like a not an asshole.
What?
He's very clumsy. Extinguish.
So now we
fire.
know who's killing off all these people in here. It's just your clumsiness.
Oh, okay, good.
Dr. Green seems to have taken all the flames with him, and the smoke is dissipating on its own through the back door.
How do I leave here? South.
It looks like someone's been doing a little landscaping here. Normally, the backyard is an expensive stretch of grass, blocked to east and south by the fence, north by the house, and west by the forest. This is still true, but previously there haven't been a whole half dozen big holes dug in the lawn.
The lawn.
The yawn. The door to the backyard is wide open. Joe is here, using his shovel to tap down the earth, filling one of the holes. No reason to split it 7 ways anyway, he says to himself. Can't expect them all to be as stupid. I'll just have to watch my chances. Hi, Joe. Joe spins around and almost drops the shovel. Dorman, I'm glad to see you. I thought Dr. Green was going to see you first, but if you're here, I guess it's up to me. What you doing? Are you looking for the jewels? Right, I thought I'd dig a few holes and see if I can find them. Hey, look, I think I saw something sparkling at the bottom of the hole. Why don't you climb in and have a look?
It seems like your character is like impervious to damage, though. he's like super lucky.
Yeah. You know what it reminds me of? The Naked Gun movies, where he's just everything's happening, stuff's falling all over him, and he's just like, "Oh, I'm fine. Everything's good."
Yeah, it's like that a little bit actually. It's funny.
You get into the hole. That's a great idea, Joe. You climb down into the hole. Gee, I don't see anything in here. Perhaps it's still mostly buried. I just keep looking at the ground. You hear Joe walking to one side of the hole. He must be trying to get a better view. The hole is roughly rectangular, about 6 feet long and 4 feet deep. The ground is rich, dark earth. And what's that? You bend down to take a closer look. Something whooshes overhead, and then there's a muffled shout, followed by a crunch. Joe? You say, poking your head up out of the hole and looking around. Funny. He's gone. Oh well. Maybe he thought of somewhere else to look for the jewels and dashed off.
What happened? Was he hit by like a condor? Like a missile?
Who knows? This game is so different compared to the original. I actually like this one better.
This
but
is
it's
funny
just
though.
Weird.
Alright, so it's this thing in the ground, right?
The hole is roughly rectangular, about 6 feet long and 4 feet deep. The ground is rich, dark earth, but you reluctantly conclude not concealing the necklace.
Alright, let's get up.
As you climb out of the hole, you notice a sudden flash of movement at one of the second floor windows.
Or someone like shooting with a gun or something. I mean, there'd be a body here. I don't know. Let's go inside. Oh, it's north the entry hall. Let's go up.
Two always join here, one leading north-south and the other east-west. The eastern and western hallways both lead to bedrooms, while the south hall leads downstairs and north to the study.
Alright, I'm just gonna go west. I don't know which way to go. Top of the page.
The end of the hallway is doors leading north to a bathroom and south to a bedroom, while the hallway itself leads east to the junction. Sally sticks her head out of the bedroom as you walk down the hallway and smiles subtly when she sees who it is. Oh, just the man I've been looking for. Do come in and help us, Norman. She grabs you by the shoulder and steers you in the bedroom. This is a small bedroom, complete with small bed and a small bedside table. The room doubles as a curios room, and there are several glass cases scattered around the room with relics from Uncle Oscar's travels. There's a window in the south wall overlooking the backyard, and a door leading north.
I had an Uncle Oscar, by the way. Sorry, go ahead.
Sam is here, inspecting the interior of a bookcase.
A pillowcase.
Sam looks up.
A pillowcase.
Isn't that what I said?
You said
What
a
did I say?
bookcase.
Bookcase?
Yeah.
Oh, the pillowcase. Sam looks up. Who's Sam again? Was that a guy or a girl?
It was a guy. I don't remember what she did for him.
Yeah, I don't remember either. Norm, my man, he says, giving you a 3-stage handshake. Now here's the plan. Sal's gonna search the display cases, and you and me are gonna search the rest of that room. But I should really, you say. Listen, do you want to find those jewels or not? Of course I do. Well, then, let's get cracking. How about looking under the bed?
Look, she's trying to choke me with like put the pillowcase over my head or something.
Who knows? I make him sound like like the guy from Day of the Tentacle.
The top of the page.
You get on your hands and knees and peer under the bed. I don't see anything here, you say. Keep looking a bit more, Sam says. I'm sure persistence will pay off. Just as he says this, you catch sight of something under the bed and twist sideways to get a better look. There is a thunk from behind you as something collides with the floor. You wiggle out from under the bed with the nickel you found to see a spear from the display case lying on the ground. Sally looks distressed. Oh, Norman, I'm so sorry I was holding it and didn't realize you were under the bed there. Sam glares at her. Yes, that was extremely sloppy of you, Sal. And just 3 more inches up and 1 inch over, and you would have actually hit him. Sam brightens. Oh well, there are other places to search. Say, maybe Uncle Oscar hid the necklace out on the window ledge. The window ledge? Of course! It's the last place anyone would look. Sally hums to herself as she examines the contents of the display case. So this is so silly. So this is implying that they're all trying to kill you to get the jewel, and they're never going to succeed because your character is just so stupid that he just keeps on surviving everything.
He's stupid and lucky. I like this is funny.
It is. Where are we?
Midway through the page.
Okay. With a grunt, you slide the window up, sticking your head out. You take a look around, nothing on the ledge, nothing under the ledge, nothing on the outside frame. You turn for a moment and admire the forest greenery, and then pull your head back in, just as something whizzes past her ear. Inside, Sally is looking aghast. Oh no, she says, seeing you. My hand just slipped as I was holding that dagger. I am so sorry, Norman. Oh well, you say dejectedly. I'm sure the necklace must be someplace. Let's see, says Sam. I guess the only chance left in this room, he pauses and looks to Sally, is to look in that bedside table. Sally taps thoughtfully on the glass as one of the display cases. It's a small bedside table with a single drawer that's closed. Sam sucks you in the shoulder. Don't give up hope, Normo. We'll get those shiners.
Back to the top.
You give the knob of the drawer a tug. Drat is stuck. You pull harder, but no good. Finally, you put all of your strength into it and give a final heave. The table still doesn't open, but it lifts off the ground. You unbalance, tumble over onto your back. With a whoop, Sally slams a war club onto the table. The drawer pops open empty. But Sally says. Gee, thanks, Sally, you say. I was sure having trouble getting that open. Glad to help, she mumbles. Well, says Sam, since we're finished searching the room and we're totally unsuccessful, perhaps we should split up to the other rooms. If you're sure you can handle that, Sal. She glares at him. I do not intend to have any problems, Sam. Fine, we'll just see then. Sam and Sally file out of the room.
Hey, Pirate Gamer Boy wants to know where are the graphics. So we played another game before this. We should have graphics, but it was basically just a joke. This is also sort of a joke. Just a much longer joke.
I mean, they're both pretty funny, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's go north. Let's go to the bathroom.
All right. There's just room here for a shower, a sink, and a small toilet. That hasn't stopped anybody from doing much plumbing work. Most of the piping has been disassembled, along with the toilet and sink. Pretty much everything else in the room. The hallway is back south. At least an inch of water is puddled on the floor. Sam is here, looking inside the toilet tank. A half disassembled lamp is bounced on the edge of the sink. You can also see a pool of water here. He looks at you as you come in. So I see Sal didn't have any luck with you, he smirks. No, you start to say, but he cuts you off. Well, I'm almost done searching here, Sam says. I was just waiting for you to show up so I could finish up, that is. He glances elaborately around the room. Say, could you get me that wrench from the floor there?
I feel like in this version, Daisy's going to be the only good guy.
Maybe. Where are we here? Okay. You reach down into the water and grab the wrench. Whoops, says Sam, knocking the lamp into the water. Nothing happens. Meanwhile, you pick up the wrench and hand it over to him. What happened? Sam says. This was totally going to... forget it. Get out of here, kid. I've got to think about this. He grabs the wrench from you and gestures to the door.
I'll take the wrench again. I guess not. Alright, let's just leave. Alright, so let's go to the other side. Let's go to the bedroom.
This was Uncle Oscar's bedroom, preserved exactly as he left it before setting out on that fateful coal trip. Assuming he left the table overturned and the dresser with its drawers pulled up, at least the bed is more or less made. A doorway leads north back to the hallway. Sally is there, searching under the bed. She straightens up hastily as you come in. Why, hello, Norman. You're just in time to help me out. I don't see the necklace under the bed, but maybe it's on top, hidden under the blankets. Under the blankets, you say, doubtfully. She looks sad. I thought you wanted to help me here. Don't you appreciate what Sam and I are doing for you? Well, okay, you say guiltily. Look under blankets. You climb onto the bed and peek under the covers. You can't see anything, so you stick your head a little further in, and still nothing. Eventually, you wiggle all the way under the blankets, but there's still nothing to be seen. I don't see anything here, Sally, you say from underneath the covers. What's that? Sally says. I don't... Your words are suddenly cut off as heavy weight lands on your head. Sorry, still can't hear you, Sally says brightly. You're squashed under the blankets with something heavy on your head. It's kind of tight here, and it's getting a little hard to breathe. You wiggle around some, trying to get free. You're starting to get a little dizzy.
Maybe we screwed up. Maybe you can die. What do you think? I think something's going to happen. It's like he's going to get some incredible luck. What do you think?
Probably. I don't know. You heave with all your might, but you can't seem to get enough leverage to lift the weight off your neck. Sally laughs merrily. And you think Sam thought I wouldn't be able to handle things? Well, I'll certainly be able to handle spending my cut of the money. You're grasping onto the blanket
gasping.
You're gasping into the blanket, and little spots of light are dancing about your eyes.
I don't think I even have anything. Oh, and matches.
Stupid dog. Apologies. You say weekly as everything starts to go black. What's that, Norman? I can't hear you, Sally says. In fact, she says, I don't think... There is a faint tinkling noise, and then Sally's words are cut off with a gasp. Something thuds on the floor, and the weight on your shoulders has suddenly lifted. With your last strength, you fought free of the covers. Gosh, Sally's lying dead on the floor with a dagger in her chest. Well, at least she managed to move the heavy thing off of you just in time.
I guess she was the heavy thing?
Yeah, I think so. One sec. I'm gonna,
Jim Leonard says, I wasn't aware Dick Van Dyke liked to narrate interactive fiction.
Oh, shut up.
That's really funny, though.
Smart ass.
It's funny. Alright, well, Sally is dead, I guess. Can I take the dagger? No.
Give me a sec here, Stu.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's it going, Jim? I'm thinking of maybe going to, I know I've said this like 10 times, but I'm thinking seriously about going to, what's it called, VCF Midwest this year. So, we'll see if that ends up happening or not. I think it's like in September, right? Not for a while. Anywho, so since the gamer's Grotto's dog is doing something, now I'll get a chance to do my juggling trick, which I couldn't do before. I'm going to juggle this big thing of Diet Pepsi. If you come to VCF Midwest, please let me know in advance. I can include you in some stuff. Oh, like, what do you mean? What could you include me in? If you're including me in some stuff, that's even more incentive to come. I like being included. I'm a very inclusive person. Not really. But I do like being included. Jim. Well, Posse stop by. Oh, that's a good. I'll take that one. How far are you from there? Aren't you sort of far? What was I looking for? Where did it go? I feel like I got something recently that was interesting. I don't know where I put it. Place is too messy over here. I was trying to find something interesting, but now, god damn it. Yeah, this is 35 minutes driving. You're going to see Jim's PC alley cat in person. I'm not sure if Jim wants me to see his alley cat in person now. Jim knows I'm like one of the honest guys like that ever lived, unfortunately. Most honest guys. I would never murder anybody and take any of their games. I certainly wouldn't think about doing that. Hold on. I got this. This is not so exciting, but I just got this the other day. Unfortunately, the disc is missing. I'd love to find a disc of this Star Warrior for IBM, but at least I have the package and the manual and stuff. But that's not what I was looking for. But I don't know what the hell where I did what I was looking for. Oh, whatever. For some reason I can't find what I'm looking for now.
Alright, I'm back.
You're back? Okay, cool. Well, you ready?
No, I just went to go grab my tea. I wasn't doing anything with my dog. My dog is just being annoying. There's nothing I can do about that.
Oh, no problem. You want to read the last thing that's on the screen there?
Yeah, where are we at here?
It's the bottom.
Okay. Gosh, you've never seen a real dead body before. You're not even totally positive she's dead, but she does have this dagger in her chest with some blood leaking out around it.
Star Warrior does look cool. I wish I had the disc. Alright, so let's go north. And let's go north again.
This is Uncle Oscar's personal bathroom, complete with luxurious sink, shower, toilet, and heated anti-fog mirror. You search everywhere in the bathroom, but the jewels are nowhere to be found.
Family jewels?
Yeah, family jewels.
Alright, let's go this way.
Rickety stairs lead upwards to the attic, while the main hallway connects the study to the north with the hallway junction to the south. Uncle Oscar's study is snugly laid out, with the desk against one wall, a small bookcase against another, and a painting opposite the doorway you enter by. You remember many happy hours here chatting with Uncle Oscar, although he stopped letting you help him with his taxes after the time you accidentally switched the stapler to fully automatic. The painting seems to be hanging slightly tilted.
See, this game, it tells you there's a painting that's hanging tilted at least.
Yeah, I know. Well, the original game is,
Right.
special. Okay. You tip the painting back to the left, then stand back and eye it again. Nuts, now it's too far the other way. A slight adjustment to the right and still too far. You push it back left, still a bit off center. Left, not quite. Right, not right. Left, perfect. With a twang, the wire holding up the painting snaps and it plummets to the ground. There is an ugly ripping noise as the frame cracks and the canvas is pulled in two. You look up from this unpleasant sight and notice a button on the wall, previously concealed by the painting. Cool. A section of the wall slides open, revealing a hidden staircase leading down. Gosh, a secret door! And Uncle Oscar never told you about it. You can't imagine why he never told you about it, but maybe if you go down into it, you can find the mechanism and see how it works.
I hope it's not dark down there.
A real tunnel leading who knows where. It's cramped and everything. Maybe if you're lucky, there'll be spiders. How is that? Maybe if you're lucky, there'll be spiders.
Because he's a kid.
Maybe if you're lucky, there'll be spiders. The tunnel continues downwards towards a slightly lighter area. Oh, you recognise this place after all. It's the old basement of the house that Uncle Oscar had bricked up a few years ago. It's not totally bricked up anymore, though. A hole has been smashed in the wall and daylight streams in. Tom is there, holding a sledgehammer and looking around fiercely. Algae covers the walls, floor, and various loose bricks on the ground. Grotto! Tom says, seeing you with one mighty swing, he sends the sledgehammer hurtling towards you. You skip out of the way just in time and it smashes it into the wall, sending rock chips flying. Good idea, you say. That necklace is probably hidden somewhere in this basement.
This guy's so stupid.
That seems to belong to Tom. Just you wait while Tom's face has turned a bright red and gets even redder as he slams the hammer down at your feet. He takes a deep breath. The floor too, you say. I never would have thought to look for a secret compartment there, but of course, you're right. Algae sure is gross. Tom stops and wheezes for a moment, trying to catch his breath. He hefts his hammer and looks at you meaningfully. He's obviously trying his hardest to work out where the jewels might have been.
Sorry. I'll save the game.
Yeah, probably for the best, especially considering he's whipping hammers at you. You industrially wipe away some of the algae, but there's still a lot more where that came from. Uncle Oscar was always complaining about the high cost of waterproofing the basement, which is why he bricked it up in the first place. Tom roars and charges straight at you, swinging his hammer around and around until it smashes into the wall right where you were just standing. And he staggers back, dropping the hammer in hands clutching at his chest. Tom slowly topples to the ground. Oh my gosh, you say. This is crazy.
That's pretty crazy. I guess I'm having a heart attack.
Tom's lips have turned faintly blue. He moans. You reach into the hole. Tom's sledgehammer bashed in the wall. Look at this! A secret note! I'm going outside to read it. Gathering up the note, you climb out via the entrance Tom had made. Tom's mouth opens and shuts as you step past him. You... This is the western side of the house, a narrow strip of grass stretching from the kitchen door to the forest. A large hole has been bashed into the brick mosaic that borders the grass leading downwards into the basement. You unfold the note and brush the algae off. The prize is on the roof. Incredible! Gosh, what were the odds of finding this? You aren't really supposed to go up on the roof, but you're sure Uncle Oscar would have wanted you to make an exception in this case.
This guy's like the luckiest schmuck in the whole world.
Again, this just feels like a Leslie Nielsen movie to me. You turn and start to walk into the house. Well, when there is a motion in the bushes, Bill leaps out waving a large knife. I guess he must have been pruning the shrubbery or something. He suddenly leaps for you, thinking for a moment there's some problem. You stand stock still, then you realise his true motives and move out of the way. Let Bill jump down through the hole into the basement. There's a string of profanity, a few thuds, and then silence. Good thing someone is there to take care of Tom. And now for the jewels.
He's the stupidest person ever.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So he was right about Daisy's cooking. So Daisy was like the cook apparently. Maybe that's why she like killed him. I don't know. Let's go up. Let's go. We didn't go to the attic yet. Let's do that.
It's like Clue, but clueless.
Yeah.
All right. Is this a new read? Yeah. Okay. The attic's practically empty. Just a few old blankets you used to nap on, a chest and a trapdoor in the ceiling, plus the stairs going down, of course. You give the attic a careful going over, but there's no sign of the necklace. You inspect the blankets carefully, but there are no jewels to be found. The chest is empty. Uncle Oscar used to keep his pistol in there. But one time you came across it and thought you'd be helpful and clean it. And then later this burglar broke into the house and found a gun and, well, it got a little messy.
So like a burglar died because of me too in the past.
But on the trails of the jewels, you swing the trapdoor open and climb onto the roof. This part of the roof is flat, but it slopes down steeply only a short distance away. From up here you can see practically all of Uncle Oscar's estate. The forest, the lawn, the long road, and the house itself. Daisy is here, smiling at you. "Hello, Norman," she says in a surprisingly deep voice. Is that what... Oh, okay. Really?
That's right.
Hang on a minute. That's not Daisy. It's Uncle Oscar in a dress. Uncle Oscar? You ask, slightly incredulous. "Yes, sirree, my boy," he says. "What are you doing in Daisy's dress?" Uncle Oscar looks slightly embarrassed. "Gosh, Norman, I don't know how to explain, so I won't. But what you're probably wondering is why I faked my death and arranged for all of my nieces and nephews and cousins to come here to my estate." "Oh," you say. "It was probably something where you wanted to bring us all to the estate to see who was really deserving of inheriting your estate before you die by observing us stealthily from the secret passages you have built into the estate." "Hey, that's a good idea," says Uncle Arthur. "It was actually
Oscar.
just for tax reasons."
Not
That's
Bewitched.
what I said.
You said Arthur.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I don't know. King of the Britons. Who knows? "Hey, that's a good idea," says Uncle Arthur. Oscar, damn it, I said it again. "It was actually just for tax reasons, but that's a nice side benefit. Anyway, come on, you won the prize, fair and square. Let me come over and shake your hand." With 2 quick jumps, Uncle Oscar hops over to your side of the roof and reaches out his hand just before you grab.
I want to say Blood Pro says, "Hey, great stream, loving it. Thanks, Blood Pro. And I don't know if you've been to the channel before, but welcome." I think it's the end of the game here. What does it say here? With 2 quick jumps.
Or you grab. Where are we
the
here?
Middle there.
Just before you grab it, though, there's a crunching noise and the trapdoor gives way underneath them. Uncle Oscar! You call as he tumbles down into the attic, and then down the stairs there's a thud. Gee, at least the others will be able to help you explain things. That is... You have got to be kidding me.
Well, it says it's the bottom.
You have inherited Uncle Oscar's estate by killing off everybody in the building.
Wait, but it says you can see another ending. See another ending or quit. Let's see another ending. What does that mean?
Sure.
It's like the clue?
Who knows? Let's see. Nothing's happening here. Are we supposed to...
Right in the middle of the page.
Oh. Okay. You rush to the trap door and look down. Are you okay, Uncle Oscar? There is a sudden gunshot, and you cry out as you fall backwards, clutching your chest. Daisy, the real Daisy, climbs out of the trapdoor, eyeing your prone body coldly. It must have been much easier if those cut brake lines had taken out the old man like I'd met them to, she mutters. But at least this way all the others got together in one place for me to take him out. Okay, so Daisy has inherited the estate.
Frankie was like, the Highwood ending or give me something different, yeah. Yeah, give me something completely different, like a different effing game. Let's try, there's another ending, is it? Let's see this.
Jesus Christ, how many endings?
This is awesome.
You sit up groggily and pull your diary from your breast pocket, sadly inspecting the bullet embedded in it. Gee, Daisy, what happened? You ask. Daisy yelps. You're alive? She says, and takes a nervous step or two back. Unfortunately, this sends her toppling over the edge of the roof. Oh no, Daisy! You rush to the edge and look over, but there's no sign of her. You suddenly pause and sniff the air. Funny, it smells like smoke. You look up and, to your surprise, you see the trees in the forest around the estate are wreathed in crackling flames, and the fire's moving this way. Gosh, you say, I guess Dr. Green accidentally stumbled into Uncle Oscar's oil well.
Or he was on fire.
Hey, so there's no estate left to inherit.
I guess that's it. No, there's more. Another ending.
Oh, there's yet another ending. Luckily, somebody spots the fire, and after a daring rescue in which 3 helicopters crews perish attempting to save you, you are airlifted to safety. As the only surviving member of the family, you collect a massive sum in property insurance on the estate and life insurance on all the members. You vow to do only good with the money, becoming a patron of the arts, a prominent charitable contributor, and a funder of many cutting-edge academic programs. It is in the last named capacity that you are asked to attend a ribbon-cutting ceremony for a new super collider. Said to be so powerful that if not properly handled, it could actually create a black hole. Would you do the honors?
Of course, you're the schmuck that asked to do this.
Would you do the honors, Norman? Yeah, right. Would you do the honors, Norman? The university president says, ask you to inaugurate the machinery and turn it on for the first time. I'd love to, you say. You step up to the podium and carefully pull the lever, and heck, there's no universe left to inherit it in.
But there's still another ending, apparently.
This is insane.
Wait. Look what it says.
No, actually, you don't luck out of this one.
I guess that's it.
I don't know. Ending. There's still another ending.
No, I guess not.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. I did it twice. Now changed.
There we go. Okay, fine, whatever. When you pull the lever, though, through a bizarre and highly improbable, but possible, according to quantum mechanics coincidence, the universe stays exactly the same as it was before. Only Earth has turned into a magical land of peace and love and unicorn puppies. Happy now? You have won forever and ever. No take-backs.
That's awesome. Wasn't that fun?
It was.
It wasn't much of a game, but it was really fun. Like there was no actual puzzles or anything.
Yeah, it was. It was actually pretty good.
But it was, yeah, that was awesome. I don't know whoever's still here in the chat. What do you guys think? What do you think, Pirate Gamer Boy? Or Cyberpunk fan, if you're still here. I don't know if he's still here, or Jim, or Blood Pro, or anybody else. I don't know if anybody else even spoke. A bunch of lurkers here too, though. What do you think, guys? Pirate Gamer Boy 12 is a very interesting product. That reminds me, I ordered I finally ordered the Plumbers Don't Wear Ties thing that we played together.
Oh my god!
It was out of
why?
stock, but they had like they had like some more stock, so I bought one. I don't know, I'm a schmuck, but it's the reason. No reason for anything. Well, that was fun. I think that's going to be it for today, though. There's more of these Mystery House, whatever it's called, not reimagined, but not made over. That was the other game. Taken Over. There's more of these Mystery House Taken Over games, so I will check them out. I think the rest of them all have graphics. Actually, I think this is the only one that was only text. And if any of them are worth streaming, we'll do this again.
Absolutely, I'm down.
Yeah, that'll be great. Pirate Gamer wants me to find the rare Windows version of Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, which, yeah, that's a long story, but unfortunately I do not have a copy of that yet.
When the 3D remaster comes out, are you planning on streaming that as well?
Yeah, but that's not going to come out till the end of the year, apparently. They said, like, holiday 2025. So, but yeah, when that comes out, I'm definitely going to stream it.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, awesome, man. All right, well, cool. Well, this was great. Yeah, not like much of a game. It's more like of a joke, but it was actually really funny and enjoyable.
It was. And I love all the endings.
Yeah, especially the endings. It was funny also.
The endings
that,
are
like,
the best part.
They try to trick you. They say actually you don't look out of this one twice, and they're like, all right, fine, whatever. So
they got annoyed because you kept on saying ending. Yeah.
Exactly.
Really good.
Thank you very much to Gamers Grotto for doing all the voices, even though we got a heckler saying it sounded like Dick Van Dyke. But it was really fun, so thank you very much, sir. Make sure you go and check out the Gamers Grotto's channel. It's just search for the Gamers Grotto on YouTube, and you will find the channel, and make sure you subscribe to it. If you're not subscribed to this channel and you like text adventures or adventure games in general, you really should be subscribed to this channel because we do a lot of that stuff here. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification thing, all that good stuff. Give me a like on this video, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And the other thing we do on this channel, by the way, is like games that you will not see streamed anywhere else. And this is probably a really good example of that. So if you like to see stuff that's not anywhere else, this is the channel to see it. And I'm sure we will do many more collaborations with the Gamers Grotto. So look forward to seeing him here, but also check out his channel and make sure you give him a subscribe as well. All right, sir. Any final words?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. So on my channel in a couple of days, we're going to be going into the Precinct, which actually was inspired by the Police Quest games by Sierra. So that'll be on my channel. It's it's hard to explain what it is. It's like a top-down classic Grand Theft Auto style game.
Interesting.
But you play as a cop, and a lot of it was inspired by the developers have stated themselves that a lot of it was inspired by Police Quest. So it's going to be a lot of adventure gaming, and it's going to be interesting for sure.
Very cool.
So that'll be next week, and I'm hoping to also stream with Stu a co-op game. So I do have another co-op game by Joseph Vares that we're probably going to stream at some point. Split Fiction, which I'm sure many of you have already heard of. It's a really cool game about two female gamers who get trapped into their own video games and have to find a way out of them. So it's a really good co-op game made by the guys of
two female gamers. Is that what you said?
What?
Do you say two female gamers? I wasn't paying attention for a second.
Two female game developers who get trapped into their own video game.
Why is it important that they're female? I'm just curious.
It's not. I'm just saying that they're two female game developers. Why are you reading too much into it?
I don't know. I just like
what?
When you told me about it the first time, you said two game developers. Now it's like all of a sudden two female game developers. I'm like wondering next time it's gonna be like two female like Latino game developers. I don't know. I'm just
I'm letting you know in advance just in case you get angry that you have to play a female character when you're trying to pick a male or something.
I love playing female characters. I assume in this game you're probably supposed to be a female character in the beginning, but who knows for sure. And a lot of Roberta Williams games are female characters. So.
Felt like Leslie Nielsen starring in Mystery House.
Well, Leslie's like a girl's name too, so you know. Anyway,
there you go. That's true. Anyway, yeah, no. So if you come on over to my channel, we're gonna be doing the precinct. I'm gonna do some collabs with Stu on my channel as well. I always love having him on my channel as well. There's always plenty of laughs. Yeah.
I enjoy being there when your bot is talking and just heckling through the bot.
Exactly.
It's always a lot of fun.
And that's there you go. So if you guys want to come over to my channel and heckle my bot as well, feel free to do that as well.
All right, guys. Thanks very much, everybody. Have a great night. Peace out, and we'll do this again real soon. Have a great evening, everybody. Thanks, everybody.
Take care, everybody. Take care.
Bye-bye.